Guys, this is Miss Morin here from Ideas Self Lotus. Before we begin reading our novel Inside Out and Back Again, I wanted to go over a couple of things. So on the LifeWork page, you have right here, you have an introductory to the chapter, and it kind of hooks you, tells you what's going to happen. So it says, read to find out how the Vietnam War has affected people's lives in Vietnam. So obviously we're going to hear about how the war is affecting Vietnam citizens. Now, I also want to go over the vocabulary because these are words that you might not know what they mean, or they might have double meanings, so you might need to look in the text and see what the context is telling you. So the first word we have is altar. Next word is incense. This word I had to look it up how to pronounce it. It is tuberose. Tuberoses, because that's plural. Right here is seamstress. Next word is tolerable. The other word is dong and bushel. Okay, I want to go ahead and read the questions as well. The first question says, in the poem Eggs on page 16, we learn that Brother Koi has a hen that lays eggs. Why doesn't Mother allow Brother Koi to hatch eggs? Next question number 2. Using pages 12 through 21, what text evidence do you have to support the fact that all prices are rising? So in this chapter, we must learn that prices of things are rising. Let's see. We have our multiple choice question, which is, what do the details in the poem Mother's Day explain about Mother's life? You have your answer choices right there. We also have our race question right here that you should be reading before you do your novel assignment. Based on the poems that you read in this section, pages 12 through 21, how is the Vietnam War changing the lives of the people who live there? All right, guys, now that I have read all of the questions, which is what you should be doing too, we're going to go ahead and start reading so that we can answer those questions and understand more about the novel that we're reading. I am here with Aubrey, Roy, and Johanna. We are going to be reading for you. They're very close by. I've gotten feedback on my other videos that if I have scholars reading, you're not really able to hear, so I wanted to make sure that they're close by and you can hear them today. Are you guys ready to read?
Yes.
Oh, love the positive attitude. Let's do it. Everybody, where's our finger? Perfect, perfect. Okay, we're ready. Missing in action. Does anyone know what that stands for? What that means, really? MIA. MIA, have you ever heard that? That's what MIA stands for, missing in action. Ah, okay. Let's read. Father left home on a Navy mission on this day 9 years ago when I was almost 1. He was captured on Route 1 an hour south of the city by moped. Does anyone know what a moped is?
Kind of like a little motorcycle?
Yeah, little motorcycle, little scooter. Yes, exactly. Let's keep reading. That's all we know. Do they know where their father is?
No.
Do they know who took their father?
No.
Because they only know what?
That he was taken on a moped.
Exactly, and they know where, okay? So let's continue reading. This day, Mother prepares an altar to chant for his return, offering fruit, incense, tuberoses, and glutinous rice. She displays his portrait taken during Tet, the year he disappeared. Guys, what is Tet again?
New Year's.
New Year's. Excellent. Let's keep reading. How peaceful he looks, smiling, peacock tail at the corner of his eyes. Y'all, track me? Peacock eyes are when you smile, you kind of see those little wrinkles right there in the eyes. Have you ever seen?
It kind of looks like you're getting old right there.
That is exactly what it is. It's those, oh, I know, announcement. Let's wait for it.
Flores and James Riles, please report
So I
to
think so.
the
We're okay.
Yankees, Dolores Flores and James Riles, please report to the Jets.
So you were right about the eyes. It's kind of like a sign of aging. And have you ever seen a peacock's tail? Mm-hmm. It's like feathers, yeah. Yeah, so that is what they're saying. He's got that little showing his age. Okay, let's keep reading. Where are we, guys?
Each of
Okay, perfect. Each of us bows and wishes and hopes and prays. What are they wishing, hoping, and praying for?
that he would come back.
Okay. Everything on the altar remains for the day except the portrait. Mother locks it away as soon as her chants end. She cannot bear to look father's forever young. I'm sorry, I messed up. I'll start over. She cannot bear to look into father's forever young eyes. What do you think that means? Forever young eyes. Aubrey.
I think that it means forever young eyes, maybe like he's gonna it means that you're gonna be young forever.
Why would he be young forever?
Because he's gonna look like that.
In the picture, forever, guys. Are they ever going to see him in person?
No.
I mean, they don't really know. So he's always going to look young in that picture.
Miss,
You're exactly right.
Miss, in pictures, they just stand there. They don't talk. You can imagine when they're talking, but
And you can imagine what they would look like when they're older, but they're staying young.
like they gotta pray for them,
He can.
and then they can look at like how they look now.
Exactly. Yep. Let's get our finger on the next poem. This poem is titled what?
Mother's Days.
Mother's Days. So it's not Mother's Day, right? It's how their mother's days are. Okay, let's keep reading. Let's see. On weekdays, mother's a secretary in a Navy office, trusted to count out salaries in cash at the end of each month. Is the mother trustworthy?
No. Yes.
Johanna says yes. Why?
Because she's the secretary and she's the salaries in cash.
So she counts out the salaries. Can she be trusted with those salaries?
Yes.
Yes, she's the one that's counting them. Okay, so do you understand why she is trustworthy?
Yes.
Okay, let's put our finger at. At night, she stays up late designing and cutting baby clothes to give to a seamstress. Seamstress, that was one of our words. Let's look it up. What does seamstress mean? Someone read that to me.
Someone who
Sews. Someone who sews. What is a seamstress?
Someone who sews.
Perfect. Let's keep reading. A few years ago, she made enough money to consider buying a car. Whoops. On weekends, she takes me to market stalls, dropping off the clothes and trying to collect on last week's goods. Hardly anyone buys anymore, she says. People can barely afford food. Still, she continues to try. Freeze. What is something happening in their country that might affect the sale or the prices of things? What is something that's happening in their country that might affect the price of food and other goods? Aubrey?
That no one's buying the stuff anymore because they need food and like everybody's running out of food.
Why?
Because
What's going on in their country at this time?
there's like people moving.
Why?
Because there's there's gonna be a war going.
Yes, the war is getting closer and closer to where their family is. Yes, Johanna.
I want to build on Aubrey's answer because I agree that the war is getting closer, but because the war is getting closer, they're raising up the prices.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Roy? Yes.
The reason I want to build on Johanna's answer, they're raising up more prices because they don't have a lot of money.
Exactly. Where's all the money going to?
To the war.
The war.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Okay. I don't want to make this video too long. We're already at 8 minutes, 42 seconds, so let's go ahead and start with eggs. Oh, this is big, okay? You have to memorize this chapter, okay? This poem. Eggs. Brother Koi is mad at Mother for taking his hen's eggs. The hen gives 1 egg every day and a half. We take turns eating them. Brother Koi refuses to eat his, putting each under a lamp in hope. I'm sorry, I messed that up. I'm going to read that stanza over again. Brother Koi refuses to eat his, putting each under a lamp in hopes of a chick. Why doesn't Brother Koi eat his egg? Johanna.
Because he wants a baby chick.
Yes, let's keep reading. Johanna's making notes about that. Awesome. I should side with my most tolerable brother, but I love a soft yolk to dip bread. Mother says if the price of eggs were not the price of rice, and the price of rice were not the price of gasoline, and the price of gasoline were not the price of gold, then of course Brother Koi could continue hatching eggs. She's sorry. Guys, the price of rice is the same price of gold. What does that tell you? That is
a lot of money.
Yes.
And they can't afford that.
exactly. Let's continue reading.
A billion?
Mm-hmm.
They
Let's
could buy a gold lot.
Yep. Let's keep reading. We're on current news. What are we on?
Current news.
We've only got 2 more pages, I believe, so let's keep reading. Current news. Every Friday in Miss Zinn's class, I don't really know if that's her name. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I'm just going to go ahead and call her Miss Zinn. So the rest of the book, if her name comes up, what are we going to call her?
Miss Zinn.
Perfect. Let's keep doing it. Every Friday in Miss Zinn's class, we talk about current news. But when we keep talking about how close the communists have gotten to Saigon, how much prices have gone up since American soldiers left, how many distant bombs we've heard. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't read this through this. I'm going to start that stanza over at but when, okay? I'll wait for this announcement.
Eric Panado, please report to the front office. Eric Panado, please report to the front office.
Okay, but when we keep talking about how close the communists have gotten to Saigon, how much the prices have gone up since American soldiers left, how many distant bombs were heard the previous night, Miss Zinn finally says, no more. From now on, Fridays will be for happy news. What have their Fridays normally been since the war started? Are they happy news? Are they bad? Yeah, that's bad news. It's all of these things. It's communists. Those are the people who are against the Kim Ha's government. The bombs, the American soldiers, the prices. All of these things in the news that they're sharing in class are not very good. So the teacher says, we're not going to share news anymore.
So they're going to stop it until the war's over.
Mm-hmm. Until we have happy news. Yes, let's keep reading. No one has anything to say. Does anyone even have any happy news?
No.
Oh, that makes me so sad. They don't even share anymore because nothing's happy that's going on in their country.
If I was there, I would tell them you could survive. Good luck.
Oh, that's very positive. I love that positive attitude. Let's keep reading. Feel smart. This year, I have afternoon classes plus Saturdays. We attend in shifts so everyone can fit into school. Mornings, free. Mother trusts me to shop at the open market. Last September, she would give me 50 dong to buy 100 grams of pork, a bushel of water, spinach, 5 cups of tofu. I'm keep messing up. I'm going to start over. But I told no one I was buying 99 grams of pork, 7/8 of a bushel of spinach, 4 3/4 cubes of tofu. Merchants frowned at Mother's strange instructions. Freeze. So, I don't know if you caught that, guys, but Mom, the mother, is sending Kim Ha to the market to buy a certain amount of food every time.
But she's not getting that.
But Kim Ha is actually asking for less than what Mother is saying.
Oh, because tax.
Maybe because tax, or maybe because Kim Ha is doing something with that money. Maybe she's saving it.
No, maybe he's gonna take the money and just take it and then just leave and give it to the war.
Maybe. Oh, I didn't think about that. Maybe. That's a good prediction. I didn't even bring in the war in my thoughts. That was really, really good. Let's keep reading. The money saved bought a pouch of toasted coconuts, 1 sugary fried dough, 2 crunchy mung bean cookies. So what is she using the money for?
Sweets.
For sweets.
That sounds like my uncle.
Oh, you're right. Let's keep reading, okay?
That sounds like my uncle.
Okay. Now it takes 200 dongs to buy the same thing. I still buy less pork, allowing myself just the fried dough. No one knows, and I feel smart. Why does she feel smart, guys?
Because
getting
no
away
one
with it.
knows.
Oh, yep, no one knows.
On a sweet, they could tire them out and then they could fall asleep and they don't know.
But she's hiding it from her mom and acting like she got what she needed. But she's not. She's buying things for herself, too.
Miss, can I read this one?
You want to? Go ahead, Aubrey. That word is papayas.
2 more papayas. I seed them first, 2 green thumbs that will grow into orange yellow delights. Smelling of summer, middle sweet between a mango and a pear.
Perfect.
Soft as a Yeah, me.
Yam. Yes.
Yeah. Gliding down after 3 easy drilling chews.
Excellent. Oh my gosh, you guys. We've already read all of the pages that we needed to read today.
So, we don't have to read this one?
But you know what? Next Thursday, you guys are going to tune in and we're going to read it, and I'm going to let y'all read, okay? All right, so thank you, boys and girls, for tuning in. I will be posting this on Dojo. Say bye, everybody.
Bye!